Everyone, we are at Morning Sunshine and I'm going to do a deck profile with Cavish. We're going to look at Cavish's deck profile, Cavish's cards that he plays with in games. So Cavish, take it away.
It's me, Cavish. So, to start, I've got them all in a nice little red sleeve. They're quite nice. I'll start off with the champions because it just makes it nice and easy and get out of the way. So I keep them all in my deck box, just as you usually do, but I sometimes play with different champions, so I've got two here. So two Shen.
Oh, it's very glossy.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Okay.
Two Shen and two Lung Feng, or as I like to call it, Lang Feng. And then we go into the actual deck. So I have one Blue Moon Cavalry. I never used to have this in, but when we, I guess, changed the card a little bit, now it's more usable, I'd say. If this unit defeats an enemy, draw one card. Then I've got my 3 Blue Moon Archers, the best card in the game. Then we've got nice little order, only keep 2 of them, because you don't need to stack up too much. But T-Break, very simple, just try and stop any attack. And we've got 2 Grand Prosperities just for extra resources as well, from an old and new edition, which you can tell by the different fonts and sizes. We've got 1 simple shield, and then we're starting to get into another order. Gift to the Emperor. So again, when played, draw 2 cards. During your opponent's turn, they may draw an extra card. Quite helpful if you're in a little bit of a pickle. My favourite item in the game right now, Heavenly Peach, pretty much makes some champions almost unstoppable in the right scenario. And then we've got Intimidate. Got 2 of these, because again, they're quite expensive, but the hope is if I need to, I can just use it in trade. And then I've got 3 call-ups. Again, there's some points in the game, depending on how you play. I definitely play like this, where I'll stack so many cards that I have no cards in my hand left. This just helps get some more units on the field. Then we've got another order of Equipment Finder. This is quite helpful, and basically my only purpose for this is to find a Heavenly Peach if I can't get it. Got 2 of those in there. And then I've got 1 Blue Moon Vanguard. Again, goes very well with the Blue Moon deck. There's only 1 in here because I'm not trying to push that a lot, but works quite well. Fortune Teller, I think I've got 2, which I do, yeah. Again, one of my favourite cards, very well. Here there might be a change coming soon, but right now it is perfect. So we've got 2 Tacticians to move more along the field. Again, the Blossoms are quite helpful at just stopping or creating movement, so I like that quite a lot. And 2 Dragon Berserkers. The reason why I like this is just the additional strength that we get. I use this with, it's got 4 health, which is just quite helpful to tank some hits, and that will just keep stacking up damage. Intelligence Seller. I only really use this if it's at the start of the game, so I basically got 2 chances to do that and clear the opponent's hand. And then we've got, I'll put them as a 3, but we've got 2 Taxman, and I ruined that card, so I might need to change that. I'm not sure if it's the sleeves messy or if it's just the card. And then 1 Fat Chancellor. Again, use them quite well to just take resources and get them back from your opponent. 3 Keen Recruits, because they're some of my favourite cards right now. Once per turn, move this unit behind another unit you control. With the way I play, which is kind of Blossoms orientated, even though I don't have many of them, it just goes very well with that. 3 Recruiters to bring more of themselves, or to bring the Blue Moon Archers into the play. And then Veteran Hay. We don't see him very much anymore, but still one of the best cards out right now to just support with an extra strength and health. We've got an Eat Up, just an extra little bit of health just in case. Quite helpful with a champion if we need, or an archer. And then we've got the Simple Sword. I only really use the sword or the shield if it's going with the Heavenly Peach, because again, with that on a champion or an archer, it makes it almost unstoppable. 1 Gift to the Emperor, just to, I think I had one of them in there earlier, but I must have mixed it up. And then Pride for Peace, and then just another way to just draw 2 cards and just send a unit to the trade. Again, you can always buy that back. So for 5 resources, even if I use this for trade, it's quite good. Fresh Recruits, just to bring in some low cost units. 2 Dragons Infantry, again, it just gets an extra strength every single time you have more dragons you control. Quite helpful, being as I have 4 or 5 in this deck. And then we have 2 Sea of Arrows, which is just like a Lung Feng sort of ability, just get some more damage. And yeah, it works quite well with no matter what way you play, but with Lung Feng and Shen it works quite well. I tried them a few weeks ago and they both stomp really.
Brilliant. So what's the strategy of this deck?
Well, if I'm playing Lungfeng, then my hope is to get it out as soon as possible. I need that Lungfeng immediately. Intelligent Seller just works off any deck no matter what you play, just try and rinse the opponent's hand. But what my main focus of the game is you'll get a Fortune Teller, you'll get a Heavenly Peach with a champion, on a champion, sorry, and then my main focus of the game is to get as many of these, or at least one of these, onto the field, the Blue Moon Archer. Just stack support behind it, and if I have things like the Keen Recruit or the the Blossoms Tactician, I can move it around, so I'm just protecting it as long as I possibly can. That's my main strat of the game, no matter what champion I'm using. Blue Moon Archer, for me, is my main win condition, shall I say.
Yay, awesome.
My name is Hinchy, and over the past 5 years, I've been doing something incredibly crazy. I've been building a brand new trading card game for people to enjoy. The game is heavily inspired by ancient China with different flares of flavor. A game where every move matters and every card tells a story. The game? Dynasty TCG. This is the story of how it gets made. Every decision, every design, every failure. This isn't $1 million studio making a game. This is me and a relentless drive that refuses to die. Welcome to Concept to Card Dynasty TCG.